Hello, hello. Welcome back to Lizzie Bites Games. Today we are going to be playing some more of a deck builder called Heistgeist. This has been floating around my backlog for a really long time. I really want to get through it, but it's a bit of a time-consuming game. I'm coming to find that I'm not overly motivated to play it in a weird sort of way, but I'm gonna give it more chances because I do like the voice acting and I very much enjoy the mechanics when I'm playing it. It's just that when I'm not playing it, you know how things just kind of roll to the back of your brain and just never resurface? It's kind of like that. So let's go ahead and pick up where we left off. We were at the port and we were working our way. So Csabas down here has a boat that has been taken by the local bad guys, maybe the non-local bad guys. We're still figuring that part out. And he has offered to let us use the boat as our hideout if we help him get it back. But halfway through, he said all of a sudden that we need to go find his friend Luisa, who is being held in a warehouse of some kind. Considering the fuss and bother about what the boat was named, I'm not entirely sure if Luisa is a person or a pet or an object, but we'll see. So the way this works is that each character moves along their pathway, and then every so often things overlap. And we, the primary character, Alex, has been told that, or it's been suggested that she distract the guards at the warehouse in order to give Csabas the chance to move in. And this little pink marker down here on Csabas's path indicates that he cannot move forward until Alex has gone through this fight. So that is the next element. We're back. We have to select the character that we want to be at any given moment. And now we have this option to fight. And fighting is card-based with bonus damage if you manage to combo, which we are not going to be able to combo anything because we have just a little bit of we don't have any B cards and all of these want to B cards, so I'm going to go ahead and just chuck everything at the weakest character. And I think this will be the last thing that I can do. Yeah, my action points are down here in the corner. And you can tell up top what your actions are. I believe I have a very offense-heavy game, card deck, because, in fact, let's check our settings. This is very loud. Okay, so the next one we have is, this is deal 4 damage, but you end up removing a card. All right, so let's do you. We get a little bit of. This tells you here where you are in your combo spring. So this one says gain 1 haste and draw a card if he goes after a B card. So alright. We have 2 left. So let's No combo at play. I'm gonna do this, and that is gonna automatically discard this one because it's the only one left. Alright, and we've managed to take out one of the enemies. We're still getting hit because we don't have much in the way of a shield. And there's not a lot of the way of healing either in any of these games. Any of the card builders, I guess it confuses the math. Alright, you want a B, you want a B, you want an A or a B, you are a B. Okay. Let's do you. Alright. You will gain me points if I play you now. You will give me payback. Oh, you will give me a shield. Alright, I think we're going to play that because I've been getting hit. So, nobody wants to go after C. Oh, you can go. Oh, but that discards a card. This is what vibes-based gameplay gets you. He gets healing. That's not fair. Alright. Okay, you want to be played after a B card because that gives you an advantage. Alright. Let's do you. Tell me to discard something. Do that. Now you're after an A. One sad little bit of healing that I have. And I don't have any cards left. So, end turn. Oh, you got payback. That's what that gives you. Well, we can work with that. Alright. Steal 4 and discard, combo. Do we have a B? We do. Let's do you. Do you. You're a bit of a waste, but we'll get rid of you. Now, you have payback. That's how you keep dosing yourself. Now, I can't really afford to get hit, so let's see what happens. Alright, the shield held out. Now, can I string together enough to, because he doesn't have his payback anymore. I want to make sure that Alright, we don't have any B cards. They all want B cards to combo, so we're just gonna have to hit him with whatever we have. I'm realizing that I have not really been working my deck very effectively. I seem to be over-invested in A cards and B cards. Alright, that. Well, knocked him in half. So I may need to go back in and rebalance so that I have a few more B cards. Alright, you're in A. Okay, you want to go after an A, so let's just... you want to be discarded, though. you want to go that, and this will allow me to do that. One of you needs to, yes, just 1 damage. Alright, I got some money. The security zone is unlocked. My danger level is increased. If it gets, I'm at 4 of 10. If it gets to 10, I think bad things happen. And there's, you have, I don't know, start the game over? Start the level over? Not start the game over, that would be dire. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna select Csabas. And he goes straight through the little padlock to the choice. The plan has worked. The warehouse is left unguarded. 2 walls were lined with cages, 1 corner piled high with bags of synthetic pellet food, chains scattered across the floor. Csabas scanned the cages and quickly found Luisa. Open the cage. On his way out, he looked back once more. Unfortunately, we can't take all of them. We have gained Luisa, who is an asset. I guess Luisa is his dog. Alright, so the next thing, we click and drag. We can't go anywhere here until we've talked to people. So we need Alex to move up there. There's a heal station.
It's all clear. You can come out now.
Alexandra, I'm so glad you pulled this off. Please meet Luisa, my right hand on my right paw, if you will.
I knew it. Luisa, the good girl, everyone's best friend. Alright, I want to be chill about the dog because we knew that was coming.
Girl. I'm Alex. Everything's gonna be okay. Don't worry. Why didn't you mention she's a dog? I wouldn't even think of leaving this sweet puppy behind.
Oh, I wasn't sure if you would risk your life for a dog.
Okay, time to get moving. Take her and make sure you stay out of trouble. I'll get us that ship.
Alright, so no intel means anything could happen. What are my assets? My assets are money. We know the location of a ship. We have a map to a secret stash. And we have Luisa. Alright, healing. We need 6 points of healing. Alright. Sometimes if you look around for something useful, you find things that you can take with you or things that you can sell. I'm gonna be conservative in my gameplay. Alright, now, can you go up there? Yes, you can. Something about this feels off on Alex's path. Luisa is interested over here. There's a really interesting mix of things that might happen here. I do like that. Luisa looked genuinely happy to be outside. It didn't seem like she had been harmed. Drago's men usually relied on guards for guarding certain location, and that clearly wasn't her forte. She'd likely spent most of her time sleeping. Now she stubbornly insisted on investigating a cluster of crates. Given an adventure, they had to be the filthiest part of the port. Luisa doesn't seem discouraged. Treating every piece of trash as if it might be the most important thing in the world, she was committed to inspecting each one thoroughly. Alright, so Luisa has been taken care of for the moment. And Alex is moving on.
Hello? You're kinda in my way. You're with Kowalski, right? Listen, I'm in a bit of a hurry. I have a ship to catch. I believe I already talked it out with your boss. So if you don't mind, how about we don't do this now? Okay, come on then.
Alright. Morrigan, the silent bounty hunter. taking you down with 2 birds and a stone. All right, you have 24. Oh God, the birds are. Oh, it's the bird. She doesn't actually do anything, or at least not to begin with. All right, I'm going to. Your B, your B, your C. Now, this is where all my B cards went, apparently. Nothing has a shield up at the moment, so I think I'm going to... Alright, let's... Okay, let's do... you first. Which you... Okay, you're the weaker one. Oh, you do have a shield, you little... Do you have a shield, or was that just a hit? You do have a shield. You don't have a shield. Okay, that's interesting. Alright, you want to go after a B card, so... Oh, unfortunately you... ignore shields. Alright, so... I want to play... I can play 2 cards. Ooh, I can't do it both. Alright, so we're going to focus on shielding because they can both do me damage. So we're going to do that. And now I'm end turn. Okay, I keep my cards for next turn, but I have a little bit of a shield. Tissue harvest. Creepy. What have you got now? And they put their shield back on. I've lost shield, but I did manage to take their shield out with my payback, so... You want to discard a card. You want to give me shield. You do a quick damage. Alright, let's do you. I'm going to give up on you because you don't really hit or shield effectively. Go ahead and put some shields up. Alright, we may have done this in reverse order. Because this wants me to discard, so we're going to have to do that first. And then that. Alright. They're just going to attack. My shield is kind of pathetic at this moment. Tissue harvest. Alright, you need to go after a B card because... Alright, you're still weenie. You want to go after a B card. You want to go after an A card. I want her to heal herself without getting a bleed. Alright. It's actually a good run. Because now you don't quite take you out, but if only I had one more card. Now I have bleed. I think that's kind of like a persistent. Every time the character plays a card, they lose HP. equal to the card. Lasts for 1 turn. Okay, so I need to do is just take this little weasel out so that that's at least one thing off the board. Alright, let's do a chibi card. And just take you out. Go away. There we go. And now we are going to wait until next time. Now my bleed is gone. What are you gonna do? They're gonna do a special attack. They don't have any shield. Alright, let's have a B card. Well, I could have a B card. Deal 3 damage or deal 2 damage. That gives me another move. I've got plenty of moves. Where'd my B card go? You suck, game. Alright. We're just gonna have to balls it out. Just hit. Oh, let's just hit everything that we can. Dent in you. Undid all of the healing from the last round though. Alright, you still don't have any shields. Alright, let's not get too clever. Let's just do you. Payback and a shield. And in the meantime, you do 2 damage, you do 2 damage. Without much of a difference. Let's hold you for luck. Just in case. Oh, somebody gave me bleed somewhere. That's not good. Or my lack of healing really annoys me. Payback came into account though. 4 damage, 3 damage, 1 damage. Let's do you. And I need to get rid of a card. Alright, I can do 2 moves, one of which will be a B. Okay, let's do you. I can do 3 moves, but that won't do much good. Alright, I've gotten a card, some money, and a modification. Select a modification. I don't like that one. Okay. mysterious adversary was nowhere to be seen. Felt like a foggy haze was dissolving around her in the distance. The faint screeching of crows echoed. Alright, my danger level has increased. I have a healing opportunity. Look around. Patch up your wounds. Yeah, I need it. Alright. Push on. Alright, rendezvous with Csabas and Luisa.
Come on, you two. We don't have time for strolling around. Let's get out of here before the whole port's after us.
Yeah, sorry. Luisa thought she smelled something and wouldn't budge until we check it out. Ha ha ha. There she is, my beautiful Caroline.
Doesn't look like much. Will she get us out of here?
Of course. Before we sail, there's a few things we need to take care of. Care to help?
How much time's this gonna take?
10 minutes, 15 minutes tops, if no one bothers me.
What do you need me to do in the meantime?
I bet I'm gonna set off at least 10 alarms as soon as I step on that deck. So should any clowns show up, just distract them to buy me some time. Once the ship starts to move, hop aboard and we'll set off for the horizon.
What's your move gonna be?
Luisa and I are going to sneak aboard the ship. We will need some time to get it ready. Gotta cut the mooring lines, run diagnostics, and check the fuel and cooling systems and navigation. Otherwise, it's gonna be a really short ride. Oh, and I will prep a few surprises for anyone dumb enough to come in after us.
Aye, aye, Captain. Let's move.
Alright, so what do we have? You are over there. You have a fight. And then there's no intel. And then there's get out of here. Okay. So let's do the fight first. Ooh, you're tough. Alright, let's wipe out your weenie first. Managed to combo my way to that. I'm gonna do a sucker punch. I missed what that actually was, but alright. I want to you, then a B. I kind of like the payback option. So we're going to do that first. Now, deal 3 damage or deal 2 damage? Do 3 damage. He's going to do a special attack card. I do have a shield and some payback, so hope this works. Said something about taking some of my cards. Must have been from the deck, not from the hand. 4 damage and discard, deal 3 damage. 2 shield. Let's do you. You're damaging. Discard you. That will draw me a card. Deal 4 damage and discard a card or deal 1 damage. Alright, let's discard you even though you're cool. Oh, you were 0 point. I could have done you for free. Alright, we're wearing him down. You healed yourself, you bugger. Rude. You still don't have a shield. Okay. That. Now, if I do this, after that I get my point back. And you are free, but you want to discard a card. You will draw a card. Okay, I think this will work. Alright, deal 6 damage. And that undid everything that he did. And it gives me another action point, but it doesn't actually do anything, so. I probably could have held that for the next hand, but then I would have had fewer new cards coming in. Alright, you... I'm gonna deal some... Oh no, that's what his problem is. His intent is a special attack. Alright. Deal 4 damage. You have 11. Deal 1 damage. Or 3. But these are discards. Let's get myself some shield and payback. But I think this is going to be a little longer than that. You both want to discard a card, so... You get C. It goes A, B, C, and once you hit C, you just kind of have to start over and build up from A again. Alright. I probably could have gone to a point where I could have finessed another action point in there somewhere, but I'm close enough to the end. That is the end of you. Nice. Alright, modifying focus. You heal and you draw a card. I am going, this is free healing. So I'm going to go with that. Okay, now Csabas needs to go on board his boat. There we go. Csabas rushed up to the bridge and surveyed the panels. He took a deep breath. We're home, girl. I never thought I'd lay my eyes on this place again. Alright, I'm going to check the fuel first. The gauge showed a nearly full tank, but when Csabas tapped it, it dropped to just under half. There was a fuel leak, so the ship couldn't go full throttle. Which was probably for the best, since the cooling system was only operating at 32% and wouldn't handle the overheating anyways. Alright. Csabas began running diagnosis Diagnostics. Csabas began running diagnostics. Warnings from almost every section of the ship started flooding the screen. Eventually, the count settled at 42. Okay, nothing critical, Csabas smiled. Where the navigation system used to be, there were 2 rough-cut cables. Apparently, they needed it somewhere else. No problem. I can navigate these waters with one eye closed. Start the engine. All right. We're still on his line, and she's still blocked, so...
Ladies, this is your captain speaking. Please fasten your seatbelts and hold on tight. Alexandra, please keep an eye on Luisa. She's not the biggest fan of explosions.
Oh, hell. Come on, girl. Quickly.
Ha ha ha! Full speed ahead!
Csabas settled comfortably in the captain's chair and pushed the speed level all the way forward. Caroline bobbed gently in the water as she picked up speed as the dock lights flickered on. It became obvious that everyone already knew something was off. Fortunately, this old sea dog still had a few tricks up his sleeve. Launch the surprise. Pressing an unmarked button, he opened a hidden compartment on the ship's underside and deployed 2 naval mines. Csabas had made a few upgrades himself and rigged both mines with remote detonators. Flip the switch. Once Caroline was safely away from the 2 bouncing steel balls in the water, Csabas pressed the switch. 2 large consecutive explosions undoubtedly attracted more attention than a small ship leaving the harbor and fading into the distance. Reach for the hidden reserve. Csabas opened the bottom drawer beneath the control panel and pulled out a bottle. This calls for celebration. He leaned back in his chair and surveyed the bridge. After a moment's hesitation, he shook his head and placed the bottle back in the drawer. All right. Get out of here.
The ongoing wave of violence on the southern bank of the Danube River shows no sign of stopping. The situation escalated last week with the arrest of Dragomir Drago Sarkan, an alleged gang leader by the Vortex Tactical Unit. Multiple witnesses have reported a series of explosions, suggesting a potential escalation of the unrest.
Ahoy there, me hearty. Hop aboard and join the crew, ye scallywag.
Hey, look at you. You barely set foot on this ship and you're already talking like a seasoned sailor, huh?
Well, we stole it. So I suppose that officially makes us pirates now.
Yeah, a fine job that. Now, we just have to hope this whole adventure won't come back to bite us.
Well, if the gang war wasn't keeping them busy enough, the explosions certainly will. We should be off their radar for now. They won't bother chasing a small ship like ours. Plus, I have made sure that we will not be so easy to find.
Sounds good. Now, for what we agreed upon.
Right, I have not forgotten, Alex. I owe you big time. Especially for getting Luisa out of there. Now it's my turn to repay you the favor. As for the stuff from the black market, just tell me what you need. I'll ask around. Oh. In the meantime, consider Caroline your home for as long as you need. Pick any free cabin that suits your fancy.
Thank you, Captain.
Right, Sasha. Just relax for a while. Have a little nap or something. Then we need to have a chat.
Alright, so up till now we were kind of hanging around this bar that Carol took us to. The to-do list. Okay, so this is a few elements where we could talk to people and then take a nap and then probably talk to Carol. So let's start by talking to the pup.
Hey there, girl. So, you're gonna help us get through this mess, huh? Poor little thing. You have no idea what we dragged you into, do you? I'll give you a quick recap. It all started in Venice. Ever been there? It's alright. Quite a lot of dogs there, oddly enough. I think you'd like it. Anyway, I was supposed to get my hands on this thing, the prototype they call it. And girl, did I mess up. Messed up big time. And people got hurt. My best friend, too. And now there's people after me, because they think I stole the stupid thing. But honestly, I have no idea where it even is. Which is a problem, you see, because there's also some other people who would very much like me to fetch it for them. And that's pretty much it. Quite a pickle, eh? So what do you reckon we should do? Yeah, just think it over. No rush. But it was nice talking to you. Thanks, Luisa. You're a sweetheart. Who's a good girl?
Okay, that's cute. Talk to Csabas.
Captain. Thanks again for letting us stay on your ship.
Oh, but of course. Besides, Luisa really enjoys the company. You know, it's just been me and her for way too long.
So, how's the ship holding up? No offense, but she's seen better days for sure. And all those strange noises don't really inspire confidence either. Looks like she got a rough treatment from those punks.
Nah, she's always been like this. Good old Caroline. There's a potentially serious fuel system leakage, some odd vibrations in the engine casing, and I have no idea where that water in the cargo hold is coming from. No worries, though. A little touch of expanding foam here, some welder magic there, few cups of coffee, and we're good to go.
Oh, sure. What's there to worry about? How did you end up with Luisa? She clearly means much to you. I figure there must be a story behind it.
Ah, that girl is a survivor, just like me. It was back during the wars when I chanced upon her in a little port town. She was just a stray pup, lost and hungry. Oh, I couldn't bear to leave her behind, so I decided to bring her with me on the ship. I looked after her, shared my rations with her. Then, one stormy night, powerful currents veered our ship off course. We didn't know it at the time, but it was headed straight for a minefield. To this very day, I have no idea what overcame her, but Luisa sensed the danger. Her barking, waking up the whole crew. We did what we could, but it was too late. That tragic night, I lost my ship, lost 2 of my friends and some of my body parts. Luisa, too, suffered her own share. And despite the odds, we pulled through, rescuing one another in the process. Luisa, oh, she's such a good girl, you know.
Without a doubt. I completely understand now why leaving her behind was out of the question. So, you fought in the wars?
Oh, well, I was there, but not as a soldier. But hey, let's leave that for another time.
You said you could help get us some gear off the black market.
Oh, sure thing. Just tell me what you're looking for and I'll see what I can get for you.
Okay. So the other one is to go talk to Yarban, who is back at the bar. What Are you the bar? You are the bar. All right. Does he have a dog too? The dog is not clickable.
Seems like you found yourself a new four-legged sidekick.
Ah, you mean Boba. Tetska brought her in. She's practically family now. Keeps me company and safeguards this fine establishment.
Does she now? Oh, what a good girl.
Yeah, she is on bouncer duty. Like yesterday, 2 drunk corpo rats thought they'd end their night out here. She showed them the door. I doubt they'll ever think of coming back.
All right, so that just lets us know about the other dogs in town. All right, let's see. This says, go to sleep. It's been a long day. Take a nap. And then probably wants us to talk to Carol at that point. Flashbacks.
Got your message. So, what's this urgent business you wanted to discuss?
Werner, the gunslinger. Asking question first, shooting
A
later.
job came my way, and it sounds like a jackpot. Something that could fix us for years, maybe for good.
So, how much we talking?
8.
800 grand. Sounds interesting enough, I guess.
8 million.
Tell me more. What's the job?
It's a classic smash and grab. Infiltrate the Elika HQ in the Venice Arcology, steal a piece of tech, and deliver it for the drop-off.
I've never been to Venice, actually. But breaking into the Elika HQ? That sounds like a one-way trip.
Hence the hefty sum. We'll figure it out.
Let's say I'll bite. Who's we? Did Karel vet this job? And who's the client anyway?
The job came through a broker. The client doesn't want to be directly involved. As for Karel, he's in the dark and I'd like to keep it that way.
Look, Alex, we've had a few good runs lately, but this is really pushing it. I need you to walk me through this, because right now I fail to see the appeal of this whole thing through all these red flags.
6 months from now, Elika Bioengineering will hold a shareholders meeting for their 20th anniversary. They intend to unveil the top secret tech that'll reshape the trajectory of human development. So that's our timeline. The client covers all expenses and gear. Our job is to swipe and deliver the prototype before the big reveal. You see now? No more small-time jobs. This is it. This is our chance to finally ditch this place and go fully independent. I mean, I love Karel, but it'd be nice to keep a larger piece of the pie for once.
Well, this hardly sounds like a two-person job.
I'd like to keep it small, but we might need a techie and a driver to round out the team. So what do you say? Are you with me on this? 'Cause I'm sure as hell not gonna do it without you.
You know what? I've never seen myself as a millionaire type, but hey, what the hell? I'm in, Alex. Hope I won't regret it.
All right, 25 days to the deadline. What that means is that she's got 30 days to find the prototype and get it back to whoever hired her. What are you? Talk to Karel. I think, though, I'm going to leave that here. I exit to the menu. I believe it saves, and it will bring me back here. So 25 days to the deadline. I always remember why I really like this game when I get into this. The writing is really, really good, and the card mechanics have a certain flow to them. They're not exactly rocking my world, but the characters kind of carry it through, and the variety of things that may or may not happen, those are really appealing as well. So we're going to go ahead and keep going on this, but not right now. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and say thanks for watching. Bye.